My name is Matthew Carney, and this is my submission for the Activia Training U.S. Scholarship. Why is having good people skills important, and how do you use them? One would have a hard time finding an enjoyable way to live life without having to interact with other people from time to time. If you're going to be a manager, you need to control and influence the people you're in charge of. If you're going to be a salesperson, you have to convince strangers that you've got a good product. If you're going to be a welder or a mechanic, you've got to show your clients that you know what you're doing while keeping a friendly face as you represent your company. And of course, any job requires that you show your people skills with an interview. If you're going to be married, you have to show that you are being of good character. If you're going to have friends, you'll have to show that you're entertaining in some way, whether that's being funny, interesting, charismatic, or caring. If you want to have a dinner party, you've got to convince people that dinner at your house might actually be an enjoyable experience. And if you want to be invited to someone else's party, you got to show that you can add to that experience. Your people skills heavily affect both your social and professional lives. Their importance can't be overstated. But what are people skills, and how do we define them? I'd call it being able to get people to do what you want without exploiting them. What does that mean? Well, if you're not going to exploit them, then they have to do it willingly. And that's done by showing them that something good will happen to them in exchange. Like the old phrase says, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. The teacher has to show her students that their lives will be better if they listen to her. The would-be party host has to show that his party is worth your Saturday night. The mechanic has to show that he can fix your car the right way every time. In my opinion, people skills is not really a good term because these skills are so situation specific, which in turn means that someone with good skills in one area may not be so well off in another. A successful salesperson may be hard-pressed to convince you to let him near your house's plumbing systems. Once you become experienced and useful across a variety of social and professional areas, people will start to recognize you as having good people skills. But you'll know that, in truth, you've just acquired many skills over time and are applying what you've learned for the benefit of others. Here are some examples of when I've used my people skills to help myself and others. With posture, tone, and choice of clothing, I showed my employer, Walmart, that I, as a new hire, would be a good investment. With efficiency and work ethic, I showed my Boy Scout troop that my Eagle Scout project would be best completed if we followed the plan that I was giving them. With a smile and plenty of punchlines, I show my friends that my stories are worth listening to. With patience and good humor, I show the 6th and 7th graders in my church that I can lead their small group. And hopefully, by demonstrating writing and critical thinking abilities, I'll convince Activia Training to give me this scholarship.